You're watching NDTV 24/7.
Good evening and welcome to Your Call. This is your chance to interview the big guns. It's the only show on television where it's literally your call. Pick up the phone, dial this number on the screen, log on to our website or Your Call on Twitter and Facebook and ask your question directly. Tonight's guest is a man we all know from television, the most articulate face of the BJP, considered the party's main strategist and now the leader of the opposition in the Rajya Sabha. Of course, now also facing a battle within. Still in his 50s, he's also part of the BJP's younger generational leadership. Let's just look at the rise of the one-time student politician, then top lawyer, and now full-time politician. Arun Jaitley, thank you very much for joining us tonight on Your Call. It's been a good week for you in Parliament. First, the Prime Minister literally dropped the Indo-Pak joint statement into the BJP's lap. You also managed to get the government to defer the introduction of the Judges' Assets Bill. Has this given the BJP a new vigour despite its depleted numbers in Parliament this time?
Well, I think when a new government takes over after a reasonably clear mandate, you expect for at least 6 months to a year, you'll have to wait till you get the big issues. And we were quite willing to wait for that. And that's why in the first session we came out with a very constructive support to the government, that they must clear some legislations or come out with some proposals. But I think something went, a drift has taken place.
Right.
And this 5-6 week session has been a nightmare for the government. It's not merely the Indo-Pak joint statement or the Judges' Bill being deferred. You've had the RISE scandal. You've had the spectrum issue. You've had hugely unsatisfactory performance of ministers.
You've also had the Right to Education Bill, which is a landmark one.
No, I think the Right to Education Bill, and that's why it was rightly unanimously passed. And therefore, that's an indication of our bona fides that we support the government when the support is needed. But I think the government committed a bit too many mistakes. And of course, as an opposition, we won't let go.
Mm-hmm. We're very happy, of course, to have you on Your Call. And as I said, this is about the calls that the viewers have for you. So let's just go across to our first call now. Aishwarya joins us on the line. Aishwarya, can you go ahead with your question?
Yes, thank you so much, ma'am, and good evening, sir. Now, my question to you, sir, is like the BJP lost the general elections this year. And even post-elections, the party seemed quite disintegrated. So what do you think went wrong for BJP this time round?
Well, we are meeting sometimes within the next 10 days or so to analyze all the reasons and to think ahead. But I had penned down an article immediately after the results and given which are my personal views on the subject. I think we got fewer seats than what we expected. The Congress got more than what they expected. And I think the clear reason for this was there was a huge desire for stability.
Right.
People were fed up of this left obstructing the government, smaller parties obstructing the government, the third front being formed, and a probable prospect of trying to form a government with somebody's support from outside. And therefore, when you have that as a desire, the front runner gets a natural advantage. And I think that played a very important role. Additionally, whether how much your alliances in states are in place, for example, whether it's West Bengal or Andhra Pradesh or Tamil Nadu, we didn't have an alliance. And therefore, there was a natural disadvantage on that ground.
Tuba.com,